So admittedly, I had come here to tell y'all, like, told y'all so, because I saw the headlines when Joseline and Lemmy made up. I saw from the Shade Room post, they pictures together smiling, him holding her belly, and then they had some little interview chopping it up, and I say, this was me, ready to come in and say, see, look what I tell y'all. She talking all lot, exposing him, this, and the next thing. But the only reason she brought her in to expose him is not because she inherently have a problem with his actions, but because he wasn't doing what she wanted to have done and she ain't getting the money she wasn't getting X, Y, Z. She don't actually care. And I was coming here to say, see, evidence by look how quickly, none of that mattered, and she back to being cool with him. But then I started watching the sit down conversation, and this shit looked like a hostage video. Like, I didn't even get you the whole thing. I can show y'all. This video gives, it's not what Joseline says in the video. In fact, it's what she doesn't say. She there like, looking so uncomfortable. Her body language is so uncomfortable, and his mind doing all the talking. He starts the conversation with being like, look, we didn't even know we would run into each other. Like, our lawyers were talking, and we just happened to run into each other outside the mall, right? And we decided to have this conversation here on camera, unplanned, on whatever. And he's saying all of this, and she just there like, let me tell you, I about to play it for y'all and show y'all, because the things that Lemmy is saying is the video feel like Lemmy have this girl at gunpoint, like, bitch, what the you say about me? It looked like this Lemmy, if Lemmy wasn't, it's so crazy because it's hard to imagine that this scary and intimidating, but I'm sure he is, based on power and money and whatever it is he's doing behind the scenes, because every part of this video give, ain't nobody know Joseline's been no quiet gal. Joseline ain't no scary gal. I ain't seen Joseline be this demure and scary with Mona Scott Young, but everything about this video gives that he caught that girl in the alley, and he was like, bitch, you want me sit your ass in front of this camera and take back all that shit you say about me. And he's sitting there and he's saying, like, those things you said about me, like, that really bothered me when you accused me of being like Diddy and a sex trafficker and an exploiter and a killer. I don't know what you were talking about. That really hurt me as a friend that you would say that. He's saying all this, and she just hit like this. Like, truly, this is fine meme. Let me show y'all, so y'all know I ain't telling no word to lie, because this shit crazy.
Listening to your heart and what you were saying, and
look at her.
I felt like, hey, this is worth us really sitting down and talking more about it, and independent of lawyers and teams and all that. Maybe we just talk and have dinner. And I think that we had dinner the next day. And then we talked about it, and we said, hey, maybe it's important to publicly, talk about some of the things that.
He said, we
baguette.
We decided, we had dinner, we decided that maybe it was important for us to talk about publicly some of the things you accused me of. It's so clear this interview is happening at proverbial gunpoint. Like, he starts off trying to make you feel like this is some kind of organic thing. Like, oh, I ran into her after we met with our lawyers, and I happened to run into her, and then we just was cool, and we had dinner, and we decided, oh, we care about the friendship, and let's just publicly address some of those serious allegations you made against me, bitch. Like, that's every part of what this is giving. Look how she is, like, like, yeah, y'all just ran into each other, and now y'all having these conversations where, like, your lawyers and your executives and your camera people are present. Lord, those lawyers met, and they told that bitch, you gonna sit on camera, and you gonna smile and nod politely, bitch. That's clear. Like, they have this girl at gunpoint. Watch this.
Was said, and I think for me, that was really important, because, my character, my integrity is everything for me. Just like I know it is for you, it's important to always be truthful about certain things. And so for me, when I heard some of the things that you said on social media, because I went live a couple times, it did break my heart, and it was very emotional. You have, a powerful voice, in our culture, in our community. And so
it's so funny, like, when he say, like, Joseline have a powerful voice in our culture and in our community, and I'm just like, in our culture and in our community, like, as in baddies, like Zeus. Like, surely you don't mean, like, the Black community at large, but okay.
You say things whether you mean it or not, or whether you hear things and you're echoing.
Same with that, when you say things, whether you mean it or not, like, he's inherently like, oh, you was just talking, you was just saying shit, you didn't get that from the way, you was just lying, you was being untrue, you was emotional. And do you notice how she's not saying anything? She's not denying it, she's not affirming it. She's not saying, yeah, I lied, I was tripping, or it's not true, it's not nothing. She's just saying stuff while he reframes the narrative.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Before we get deeper into the video, y'all know your girl has merch, right? That's right. You learn Naughtyverse has merch, so you can rep your favorite channel. Whether you're an Allure Natty Pop girl like myself, an Olay and chill enthusiast like my baby sister, an Olay and friend stan like all my friends, or somebody who locks in for my 2-hour Allure Natty productions, we've got something for you. We've got mugs, shirts, and hats. It's all very cute because Cartoon Me is adorable. Shout out to Tuner Victorique for being the man behind her. And to my pop watchers in particular, please know that you wore me down and I finally gave y'all a Shoot Me With Your Big Gun merch that y'all kept begging for. Look how cute your Shoot Me With Your Big Gun merch is. Oh my God, to be an Allure Natty Pop girly. I genuinely love my merch. Not just because it's mine, but because I ordered everything myself before showing it to y'all so that I could make sure the quality was good because I can't have y'all spending y'all hard-earned money on garbage. Which is why I am pleased to report that I now have a cupboard full of the most beautiful glossy mugs and a drawer full of the comfiest Allure Natty shirts. So if you've ever wanted to support the channel, rep your favorite corner of the Allure Natty verse, or just walk around with my cartoon face on your chest like a true Allure Natty fan, check out the merch store linked in the description below, or go to allurenatty-shop.fourthwall.com or use the QR code on screen to make sure you get your Allure Natty merch today. That's allurenatty-shop.fourthwall.com or click the link in the description or use the QR code on screen to run me your money today. Now let's get back to the video.
Now, in those sentiments, it still means something. So, you know, I just was very much hurt and very much disheartened by specifically some things that you said. And so, you know, I did write them down, just a few, because you did say a lot.
This like him and his lawyers, they done touch base. Let me tell you everything that you're gonna deny and retract right now, bitch.
But you know, I'm not gonna get into everything, but you know, for me, just saying the whole Diddy Jr. comparison, just implying any type of criminal or abusive conduct was like, that was very hurtful. You know, I'm not a part of that whole situation, but you know, I'm me. I'm Lemmy.
I'm Lemmy. Don't compare me to Diddy. Don't. But do you notice how she ain't denying nothing? He's saying, oh, that's not me. It was very, very hurtful for you to compare me to, you know, Diddy Jr. Like you're implying that there's some kind of abuse or something happening there. And he keeps saying this, providing her all kind of opportunities for her to jump in and be like, no, I know that is right. No, there's no kind of walking it back.
It compares me to somebody in that way. I do take offense to it. Trafficking women, that's not me. That's not who I am. That's not what I do.
You know those little allegations you have for me, like when you accuse me of like trafficking women. Those are not like the way he trying to like give it out, like what him and the lawyers and them have come up with. Like, we're gonna say that you were emotional, you were hormonal, you were being crazy, and you just sit there. Just sit there. You neither have to confirm nor deny. Just sit there. But that's what we're gonna say. And it's like, it's hard to walk back like somebody bullface saying that you are Diddy, you are a sex trafficker, that you are an abuser.
I think you're ugly, I think you're fat, I think you're stupid.
That you was kill people because she put bodies on him and then just act like, oh, that was just like an emotional, like crazy hormonal pregnant lady rant. And she's not denying it. Like, you know that she ain't jumping in like, he's saying that's not who I am, for you to come be like, oh, you know, trafficking, that's not who I am. And she over there like, there's not even like a little bit of like, you know when you do the polite, oh no, that's not what I meant. She ain't even doing that. Just
I've never done that. I've never been arrested. I've never been to jail. I've never been to prison.
Look how she rubbing her knee. He said, I've never done that. I've never been arrested. She starts rubbing her thighs like look at the body language on Joseline this entire interview. I don't even know why they put this hostage interview up.
Of any crime in my life. I'm not gonna say my age, but for all the years that I've lived.
Look at her body language. Like she's so gay that she rubbing it. I've never been accused of a crime in my life. Just him.
And then, you know, being violent towards Janisha and Scotty, when you said that kind of hurt. You know, it was a lot of things. You know, there's no dead bodies. It
was a lot of things. When you said I was violent towards Janisha and Scotty, and you notice how you just glide.
And that's what you missed on Glee.
Slid past that shit, man. Slid all the way past that shit. And you know why? Because he can't miss and belabor on that too long. Because it ain't just Joseline who's accused him of abusing Scotty. Literally, I think it was Scotty's stylist or a hairstylist. Somebody who used to work for her that came out and said that this man is beat her and abused her and was beating and abusing on her dog, and that he had to quit because he can't be a part of like the kind of abuse and what's going on there with Scotty and this man. So it's like, notice how he wouldn't just hurry up with that. Like, oh, I've never been arrested or accused of a crime of trafficking anybody. And it's like, oh, and like, you know, you accused me of beating my baby mother and my ex-girlfriend. Like, that wasn't nice. Let's move on.
I actually thought that was funny. You know, the dead bodies comment was actually pretty hilarious because we've never.
You see her face? He tried to bring up like, oh, you accusing us of there being like dead bodies on Zeus. I thought that was funny because that was crazy. We've never even been accused of that one. Also, like the trafficking and all that other stuff, that wasn't funny because we've been accused of that stuff before. But the dead body was funny. And then look, as he says it, as he tries to bring it up as that outlandish, crazy thing she said, like, oh, remember that crazy, kooky, funny thing you said about there being bodies of Zeus? I wasn't even mad at that. That was so crazy. I thought that was funny. And look at her body. Look at her, babe. She, as he said that, run it back to her. Look at her.
Bodies as Zeus. I actually thought that was funny. You know, the dead bodies comment.
I see that it was funny. Huh? Look at her. No lie, no nothing, no dog. This interview, I actually am surprised that they put this out. I see what the intention was, but this interview is giving. Have y'all seen how Pooh Shiesty stupid ass recorded him robbing Gucci Mane and them people? Like they thought that if they have it on video, Gucci saying we've released you from this contract at gunpoint and under duress, like that was good work. That's what this is giving. Like this entire interview video is under duress. Like she is so clearly under duress.
It was actually pretty hilarious.
And even if she ain't under duress, what her body language is conveying is either real or a deliberate performance to lead us to think that she's under duress. Either way, the video don't do what he intended for it to do. Because this does not look like a woman who has voluntarily chopped it up with you because y'all are friends and she takes it all back. This looks like a woman who is scared to death of you. And somebody behind the camera right now have a gun and a placard like, bitch, say your lines or else.
Because we've never been attached to a dead body in our life at Zeus or been a part of anything like that. And then my dad being a part of an Israeli mob group, that's just the furthest thing from the truth. So I just, there's just little things like that. It just, I know we both thought it'd be important to address that. And for them to hear from you.
We both thought it would be important to address that. All those other lies you told me that we agreed were lies off camera, but we both thought it would be important for you to address those lies. Meanwhile, we 6 minutes and 33 seconds into this video of him saying that everything she ever said was lies and she ain't said one word. But he want us to believe that they both came to this decision just on their own, independent of lawyers' force or anything else, for them to have this interview, this video where Joseline's sitting here rubbing her knees, scary, not saying one word.
Forgiveness is important, but you've been a content partner at Zeus for many years. You have brought tremendous value to the network. You have meant a lot to me personally and professionally. I did cry about it. I was hurt by it.
I did cry about it.
And just so everybody knows, she is 1,000% pregnant, okay? And they see that you're pregnant, so they know. I don't know if you want to stand up so they can see. So all the rumors of her being pregnant is just so
people have to talk.
So we can end the rumors of her not being pregnant.
I know that was a rumor.
What rumors of her not being pregnant? We all know she's pregnant. He said, I know quite a few people saying it.
There was a rumor when all this was happening. People, I heard quite a few people saying there's no universe where I would ever intentionally or even unintentionally try to harm you or your unborn child. And I know you had mentioned that, you felt like because of certain business decisions that I was making, that was intended to hurt you or to cause your unborn child to be not born or to be affected. And I want to say that's not the case. And I do want to say I do apologize for how certain decisions that I made you feel.
This gal's play and speak.
I do apologize for how you feel about what you felt I did. I'm always going to support you. For me, it was just important to let everybody know, you specifically, that I would never do anything to try to cause harm to you and your child or your family. Never in life.
This is an interview. It's so crazy to me that we watching this because this interview, y'all mark my word, the inevitable surviving Lemmy documentary. I keep trying to tell y'all it's inevitable, which is funny because he's making this video specifically because he don't like the fact that she invoked like the Diddy Jr. accusations. Like that's exactly what he's trying to avoid. But this video in and of itself is just a manifestation of all of that. And I know that one day when that documentary happened, Joseline gonna be on that documentary. Same way Aubrey was on that damn documentary about Diddy. Joseline will be on the documentary and they're going to have footage from this same video right here playing to show how this operating in plain sight. You mark my motherfucking words.
And me in general. So, but I do love you and I care about you.
I do love you and I care about you. We are literally 9 minutes in. She just now going to talk.
I love you back. And truly, I am very disappointed at myself for going about it that way. And I truly regret from the bottom of my heart everything that happened, anything that I said and went online to say. Like, I really, truly regret that. And it was wrong. We are a lot closer than that. I know that being pregnant brings a lot of other emotions. And we've been through we bring through so many things that people don't know about. I've never went online to say anything about anything that we went through. So I'm very disappointed in myself. And I regret that from the bottom of my heart because I was super shocked about how everything went down. I was shocked. I was in distress. I was like, what is happening here? I couldn't understand what was going on. My mind was just like not in a place to understand what was happening. Some of the things I said was wrong. Everything I said was wrong. I should have never went about it like that. And I should have really try to go about it another way. Speak to you, talk to you, and not even.
You see how she making sure. I tell y'all, this is clearly this is the agreement the lawyers came up with. You have to do this in order to avoid some kind of retaliation. It's just I gotta make it a reference as though the people who watch Illuminati Bites who watching me talk about Zeus Network would know anything about this example. But if you happen to know about the Ethan Klein, iDubbbz drama, Ethan Klein suing every YouTube creator that opened their mouth to say anything negative about him.
I have won my lawsuit against Ethan Klein.
It's just the other day when iDubbbz put out a video apologizing to Ethan, and it's just clear oh, this is what he required be done in order for him to not retaliate legally.
And that is to apologize to Ethan Klein and his family, especially his kids.
And that's clearly what this is. And you see it. That's why I told you, they decided, we're going to pin this all on your pregnancy. You're going to say you were emotional.
You're ugly. You're disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
Blah, 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 blah. And you see, even in this, she going out of her way. She's not saying she lied. I shouldn't have gone that way about it. I'm really disappointed in myself. Oh, yeah, we were friends. I didn't do, if you remember, in these last 7 years, I never did anything like that. I shouldn't have done it like that. I shouldn't have done it like that. But she has yet to say she made this shit up, that she's a liar, that she just cooked up these wild accusations on this man.
Because I do love you very much, and I feel like we make history, and I feel like we're something so special together for many years. The regret that I have is not, I can't even start to talk about it. It was wrong. It was wrong, and I feel bad about it. I feel horrible about it, and it was a lot to deal with. I was very emotional for those first 3 months. I think people don't understand. We've been going through this for a few months now, and I am sorry, like I told you already. I apologized the other day twice already when I seen you back to back, and I'm still shocked that we're here and even talking about it. It was a lot that happened, but I feel like this time it was just okay, we're done. This is it. There's no more going back. We're over. There's no more cabaret. There's no more relationship. There's no more nothing. Look at God, brought us right back together. I couldn't believe I seen you the other day at the mall. I was shocked that I seen you.
Yeah.
But listen, didn't want to pull over. I was like, not pull over. Let's go talk to him. Let's go see. I know the lawyer.
I was shocked I seen you at the mall. Who the fuck? How often is anybody in the mall in 2026? Is the mall that hangout where celebrities just be bouncing into each other in the mall? Y'all ain't no running into each other. Y'all met with them lawyers, and them lawyers put the legal gun to this bitch head, and they said, bitch, you're gonna sit in front of that camera, and this is what's gonna happen. All right? Get down or lay down. Plummer, plateau. That's how they coming with her, and that's clear. Them with this cockamamie can drive story, but they ran into each other. So y'all big beefing for months and months and months. Y'all treading in, going to the law. She accusing you of being a sex trafficker, an abuser, a killer, and all the things, but y'all run into each other after a contentious legal meeting, and it was just oh, you know what? We friends. What, we tripping? We friends. We love each other. Let's go chop it up. Let's go to dinner. Let's go make it all good, bud. Let's go have a quick little recording and tell people, man, look, yo, this shit's so contrived.
I wanted to see you in your face and talk to you, and I don't know why I feel like that, but I wanted to have a conversation with you face to face. I feel sometimes the lawyers can't communicate how we feel. I just didn't want things to move forward like that. I respect you, I respect your family, and I feel horrible about some of the things that I said, and I still do.
I feel horrible about some of the things that I said, but did you lie though? That's the important part. Did you lie? Because he say you lie, but we haven't heard you say you lie.
They don't think this is a good idea for us to even be having a conversation, but I feel truly in my heart that this needed to happen. That's why I wanted it to happen, and I wanted to apologize to you and tell you how truly sorry I am.
Absolutely nobody on earth who is familiar with Joseline Hernandez, who watched even a minute of Love and Hip Hop, believes that Joseline was jumped up and was like, yes, I'm really dying to apologize to you on camera and make him Oh Lord.
It was also a learning experience for me, because I feel like I've been playing such this hard shell, but this really showed me that I do have emotions, and that I can break down just like anybody else can. So this has been a learning experience for me. But even the fact that I gotta come sit in your face and just apologize about my wrongdoing, it's something that I regret very much so, and I'm having to stand up like a woman. And
all this is, what did I tell y'all? She did not have a legal leg to stand on. She was only running on, trying to get her money, trying to come to the internet, trying to muscle it this way, this and the next thing or whatever. But she didn't have a legal leg to stand on. I tell you a lot. I say if she did, it would have gone that way. And now after the lawyers done meet and get involved, what we seeing? She got to walk it all back. She got to apologize. She got to tuck her tail between her legs. Because that's what I tell y'all. Unfortunately, I'm sure Lemmy is everything she was saying he is. But like I told y'all then, she don't give a She only said it because they have an illegal dispute. And in that legal dispute, she does not have the upper hand. I told y'all that. And now look, they clearly told her, if you want to get anything, bitch, if you want to walk out of here without us taking you for what little you got, you go get on that camera and you go take it all back. And that's what we got. But we know this ain't the end of it here. I telling y'all, Lemmy is an issue waiting to happen. And it's already happening because he just got sued by a woman named Jaden Brown, who was on Baddies, who accused him of using his position at the network in order to have sex with her in exchange for employment, and then wrongfully terminated her as well when she wouldn't continue the sexual relationship. So what I tell y'all,
if you enjoyed the video you just watched, congratulations! You've officially wandered into the Illuminati-verse. Now, before you get overwhelmed, let me explain where exactly you've landed, because apparently one YouTube channel was not enough for me. If you're looking for my biggest productions, the kinds of videos that require me to disappear into a cave for 6 weeks and emerge with an existential crisis, subscribe to Illuminati, my flagship channel, where you'll find my magnum opuses like If Pretty is a Privilege, Ugly is a Curse, How This Didn't Age Well Destroyed Media Literacy, How Men Become Aziz Ansari, Why Serial Killers Aren't Monsters, and so much more. If you're here because you love television, movies, and hearing me explain why everybody misunderstood your favorite character, subscribe to Illuminati Pop, my TV and film essay channel. That's where you'll find fun deep dives on How I Met Your Mother, Sex and the City, Desperate Housewives, You, Euphoria, Insecure, Girlfriends, and more. And if you'd like to watch my videos uncensored, get early access, and support the channel directly, just join the Illuminati Pop Patreon. If you are looking for chaos and a good time, subscribe to Olay and Chill, where I unpack reality TV, TikTok drama, documentaries, chaos in internet, and whatever nonsense the internet has cooked up this week. If you'd like to watch me and some of my favorite Black creators and thinkers come together to discuss the culture, subscribe to Olay and Friends. If you're looking for shorter commentary on whatever the internet is currently spiraling about or whatever's on my mind, subscribe to Illuminati Bites. If you want to watch me and my bitch Kenny JD laugh, overshare, talk a little shit, and unpack the messiness of life, love, and the internet, and whatever foolishness we watching, subscribe to Olay and Kenny. If politics is more your thing and where you know me from, subscribe to Illuminati Politics for my State of the Union like addresses on O Squared. And if music is your thing and you want to hear what I think about the latest albums and what I'm getting into, subscribe to Illuminati Extras. Subscribe to whichever corners of the Illuminati-verse speak to you, or subscribe to all of them and become a full-time resident. And while you're at it, you can follow me everywhere: Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Twitter at Illuminati. You can also follow Illuminati Pop and Olay and Chill and Olay and Friends on social media so you never miss a thing. Welcome again to the Illuminati-verse. Now go look around a little bit, make yourself at home.